What's good, guys? Daniel here. 2020 apocalypse, conspiracy theory times. Here to help you guys get some more wins in your life. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it. Alright, I'm going to back it up real quick. Tell you what happened to me last night. Okay, number one. As you see, I'm eating a lot of kale right now. Ate some watercress earlier. Took some vitamins earlier. Drank some Deluge earlier. Last night, I went for a 5-mile run. I did a breathing technique and visualization technique at the beach in the middle of the night. Alright, I stayed up till 6 in the morning. And I was able to reach another level I've never been able to reach in my life. And it was scary. And it was also, it was scary, number one. Number two, it was eye-opening. And then I had a wet dream last night, guys. My vibration went so high, and I was on some other levels that I had a wet dream. Now, I didn't feel super drained, but I felt pretty drained, guys. And so I went back to sleep for longer after I woke up to the wet dream. And then I woke up feeling not too drained, but a little bit like, you know what? Like, what is the point of anything right now in the world? Just seeing, like, world events, like, what's going on? And what I was drawn to today was watching these videos that I've been watching from Martin Kenny and just connecting dots. And what's weird is my girl was watching with me the whole time. And 2 hours and 44 minutes or something of a video or something like that. We watched the whole thing. And she was like, yo, this guy's right. She was like, we gotta spring into action now. We gotta take action now. And I was like, look, what do you think I've been trying to say for like the last however long it's been? But she saw the truth in it more than me, but she's very intuitive and connected with her emotions. Now, here I am, just took a cold shower, eating my kale, drinking Deluge, springing into action. She wants to lay down and let it sink in, go on her phone, zone out. And that's totally fine, but I'm going to tell you what conclusions have been made. And I'm going to go a little bit into my own conspiracies or intuitive thoughts about what's really going on in the world. And I'm going to start at the beginning with you guys. Now, I was going to go live. I was going to do this live so that people could ask me questions. However, I might be thrown off because somebody's question I can't answer because this is all intuitive, right? So I was like, nah. I went to go live and then it didn't work for whatever reason, so I was like, it wasn't meant to be. So here's the conclusion I'm coming to. Here's what's going on in my head right now. Coronavirus. Number one. Listen to this. They said, hey, we're gonna stay under quarantine till the end of April now. No matter what happens, we cannot go almost 2 months without anybody working and have the economy just be fine. So guaranteed there is an economic collapse coming. Now, I'm going to tell you what also happened. So the coronavirus is also an anagram for carnivorous. And they said it came from a meat market in China. Now, the elite always show you the truth on one side, and then they throw a lie in it on the other side to control the truth. But they have to, and this can go a little bit deeper into a conspiracy about galactic laws. This can go into a conspiracy about the balance within nature. They need to keep the balance. They need to keep free choice there, or they won't really be able to get our energy from our souls. There's a million conspiracies you can go into to describe why, or to explain why they give us free choice, or they put the truth in plain sight. That's the crazy thing that most people don't really see. It's like, well, why would they put it out in plain sight? Why would they put it out in plain sight? So that you say, hey, why would they put it out in plain sight? They put the truth out in plain sight, though, for real, is because of galactic laws, is what I'm starting to believe more. There's actually a divine order in things, and the negatives or the evil people running the show aren't really running the show. They're running this show, but the eye on the dollar bill represents hierarchies in the universe. So whoever's above us, there's people above them, and people above them, and people above them. Every god has a god. Now, in the universe, you must give people a choice. You must give people a choice. Everything has to have a cause and effect. Everything has to boil down to, you had a choice at the end of the day, right? So, they're telling you guys, meat is what caused the problem, where now we're all getting sick. So that's in a vegan agenda, right? Like, they're pushing the veganism now, big time, right? But the truth is, and this will go a little bit deeper, and it's left up for interpretation, if you will. So I'm not saying it's 100% the only truth in the universe, but people that are eating meat that has been, first of all, fed GMO foods, then shot up with steroids, and all these different things, are the people that are getting fed directly from the system. So you don't kill your own meat, guys. You get meat fed to you from the system. Now, some of you are like, yeah, but I go through grass-fed, da-da-da-da, and that's how I kind of think, and that's how I've been thinking. But think about this. You also, where do you guys get your water from, huh? Oh, you get it bottled? Oh, it runs? It runs through a tap. Who controls that water? Oh, the government. So, you can honestly say we are feeding off the tit of the government. All of us get our food, our water from the government by paying with their money they gave us. We're playing their game. Now, that means that we are little babies. I don't care if you're an adult living in your own home. You are a little baby. We are all babies living off the system that we think we have a say in. We do not. So, the people that are all about entrepreneurship are all about this and da-da-da-da, those people are just fake positives. But it's just a level of consciousness. They're positive, yeah. They're staying positive, like, hey, everything's going to go back to normal soon, and my business is going to be killing it. Things aren't going to go back to normal soon, and once they finally go back to normal, yeah, you might have a business after you get your little vaccine or whatever. But we've been living off the government, guys. And what they're telling you is people are getting sick because of meat. Now, they're telling you because they ate meat and it causes sickness. That's not the truth. The truth is, there's a natural cycle in the universe that comes to cleanse. We have been brainwashed into living the way that we are. And we eat disgusting foods. We get shot up with vaccines that have thimerosal and mercury in us since we were little babies. We can't control that. We get sprayed chemtrails on top of us, and we eat genetically modified foods that were watered by acidic water with preservatives. And the soil also has been tampered with. So, at the end of the day, we are all impure. We all have impurities in our body. I'm eating beans and kale. You'd think it's all good. The sugar that's in the beans, these beans have a lot of sugar. The preservatives to keep it in the can. The kale, grown in soil that has been reused so many times. And the fertilizer for the soil had to come from the system. There's no way around it. You do the best with what you can, and your DNA, the universe, will meet you halfway. Alright? Push that aside for a second. They told you People ate meat and they got sick. Well, the natural cycle of the universe that's coming around, which is, and this is left up for interpretation again, the black sun comes around. The black sun is also Buddha, Jesus, Lucifer, the rising of Lucifer, the return of Lucifer is when you'll see two suns in the sky. There'll be two suns in the sky, yeah? It's sun coming over the ice, solstice, during December or June 21st. And there will be alignments of the planets in the sky, which you can read that in all the prophecies. The planets will align. This happens before, it happens many times, it will happen again, and it always happens. The occult, the ones that have the knowledge, the hidden knowledge of the occult. The O is the great hole in the center of the earth. That is the portal to other higher dimensions. They have the knowledge of how we got here and how we can leave here. They have the hidden knowledge of the black sun, which brings real energy, chi energy, and upgrades, but also cleanses and deletes or resets. And the ones controlling this society that we're in right now, guys, they have very highly advanced technology. They have hijacked they've created a reincarnation system that's not natural, and they're using the moon. Now, this is also left up to interpretation as well, but through that, they just keep reincarnating people. And so when people get reset right now, they just get reborn as babies into a new world order that will already be here, that they are going to be creating over the next a couple years. And shot up with the vaccine immediately, which will lower their chance of ascending or waking up to their own true power. And that's the game of life. The game of life is, through all of this, in this classroom of life, can you ascend, even though they will test you with fear? A testament. This is all a testament. The Bible, all of these things that were written, these are testaments that test your mental. The whole game is just a test for your mental, for your mind. Why do you think I call my thing mental mastership? Master your mind, you master everything. You master all that is. All that is mental. That is the number one hermetic principle. All is mind. Now, reincarnating, resetting. Why do you think so many celebrities are going vegan? They have a higher chance of being more pure, so when the black sun comes, they don't get reset. They don't get sick. They don't get the coronavirus when it comes around. And it will come around hardcore May 21st, possibly June 21st, and December 21st. That's when people are going to be getting really sick. And it's not going to be because of the coronavirus. It's going to be because of the black sun and because you have impurities in your body. If you're getting sick, that is why. Now, let's go a little bit deeper here. So, they're reincarnating people, whatever. They're getting people ready for the New World Order. They're bringing out the cryptocurrency, and they're going to first bring out a cash. They're going to print new cash for the world. The world is going to literally get cash free. So Trump is already talking about it. He's going to give everybody $1,000. They're going to reset everybody to zero. That's just a hint at what's to come. They're going to have a new currency, and they're going to give everybody some. Not to mention, they're also going to give a vaccine out for free. New currency solves, and they're going to wipe the debt. They're going to wipe the debt all clean. You get a new currency, and you get vaccinated, so you're going to be able to survive and whatever and whatnot. And you're going to be fine. And that's totally fine, right? The only thing is, a lot of people are not going to make it because of the reset, because of the calamity. There's also going to be a fake war, or a fake alien invasion. Everything is fake. It's all a hoax. All of it is manufactured. It's all just media, guys. It's all natural cycles of things and just media playing out. And then controlling cognitive dissonance, or people who stand up to the system, and I might have said the wrong word there, but just dissonance. People in resistance. The only way you will be in hell is if you, when I say hell, I mean like a hell of a reality, is if you don't know yourself, you don't know thyself, and you don't take action on it if you do know yourself. So, if you don't want to be in the New World Order system and you want to fight that, you don't want to take vaccines forced to take vaccines, well, don't wait around before it happens, because now you're going to be fighting and they're just going to throw you in a FEMA camp. Alright? And the thing with the FEMA camps are, that's also for the people that are also going to fall sick. And they have a lot of coffins there. They have it ready for people. Now, if you die or you get reset, it's not a bad thing. You just get reincarnated right back, right through the moon, right back here. You're gonna forget everything. You're not gonna know anything. You're gonna be in the New World Order, or the One World Order. Yeah, the One World Order. Let's call it that. You're gonna be in the One World Order. The New World Order is probably gonna be a better like heaven on earth created over here by people who were awake to their own power. So we'll call those the warriors of the rainbows, the enlightened humans, if you will. The Age of Aquarius, pioneers. Those people will create a new world order over here with a new everything, and it won't be what's the word? It won't be tyrannical. It will be fair and just and open, and will flourish for some time. Now, in the middle of the Age of Aquarius, the One World Order and the New World Order will finally combine, and that's when it moves into the Age of Capricorn, and that will be like in 1,000 years when it starts to merge. And then in another 1,000 years, then it will be the Golden Age again, whatever. So, what you need to understand is, where do you want to be right now? So, does kale taste good to you? It tastes fucking amazing to me right now. So I know where I want to go. Do you guys like nature, or do you like staring at these freaking screens all day? Compact society, away from nature. Not too much nature. Not too much freedom. But you get your Netflix, celebrities, you get your technology, you get your orgies. So, in the New World Order, there's probably going to be some orgies that happen a lot, where people, like, they just meet up to have a lot of sex. And it's going to be like, almost, I had a dream last night, actually. I think it was before the wet dream. It might have been after, but, first of all, it was like I was playing Call of Duty, and I had this gun that was a submachine gun that could turn into a rifle, and then turn into a sniper rifle. And I was like killing all these people that were quarantining us in the dream. They were quarantining us with nets, or like they were like saran wrapping or something, like, to keep us. And then they were saying, you guys can have as much sex as you want, but if you want to have sex, you have to go to the designated sex area. And you guys can have as much sex as you want, do everything, and have as much fun as you want. You can use the internet as much as you want. You can have as much entertainment as you want. You just must stay within this quarantined wall, the Great Wall, the wall that Trump is building. It's the same concept here. They're building a wall to quarantine. Do you understand? That's what the wall is about. It's a quarantine. That's why Trump is involved in this whole quarantine thing. Now, that was his he was going to fulfill that part of the agenda. Now, some of you think Trump is good. It's just, he's not good or bad. I don't want you to think it's good, bad, or evil, or whatever. He's with the agenda. He's with the cabal. He's with the occult. Okay? And they got you thinking that he's here to save the day and all this stuff, and that's pretty hilarious. It's pretty hilarious. Now, listen to me in this. They're in the cabal. There is multiple factions fighting for the top of the pyramid. So you could say that there is going to be a disclosure, and then Trump and his people are going to let out things, and then you're going to think he's good or whatever. But that's just so they can get control of the top of the pyramid. So yes, there's good within the young souls. There's positives within the young souls, and there's negatives within the young souls. There's wickeds in the young souls, the people that are just um, that are going out and conquering, the people that want to go out and conquer. There's wicked ones, and then there's good ones. So understand that key. That is why there's always going to be balance in the universe, and that is why the New World Order is going to be heaven on earth for some people. There's also going to be there's still going to be pedophiles in the New World Order, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more open sexually, having sex with men, women, freaking children, and that's going to come to light. You're going to see a lot more pedophilia coming out, and people eventually accepting it in the New World Order. So if you're down with that, go ahead, go in the New World Order. You're gonna get some pedophilia action. Now, outside of the New World Order, people are gonna be growing hemp, solar. They're gonna use technology still, like solar panels and stuff like that. They might have their own internet created outside. It's going to be a different kind of society though, set up. So whatever. But you guys gotta understand where we're at right now in the timeline. So I don't want to go too deep into all of that. Let's talk about right now, what's going on and what's gonna happen now. So a lot of people are about to die, 90% actually, and that's scary, right? Well, there's nothing to be afraid of in death. Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of. You're just literally reset and brought back. The whole game of life is to become independent and wake up to your own true power and ascend back to source. If you are not ready, then you'll just be taken care of by the government, and then sometimes you'll die and you'll be reborn, and you won't remember anything, and the history they tell you will be the history they created, kind of like right now, where we don't even know the true history of our planet. And we're born and we're immediately vaccinated. And so we're born with a lot of things stacked against us. That's why 90% won't make it, and 99.9% will want to go with the New World Order. 99.9% will want to go with that. And so you guys, some of us that are awake, are going to be alone in these times, and that's totally fine. You guys gotta understand, everything is totally fine. You don't need to attack me. You don't need to get mad at me. You don't need to attack yourself or get mad at yourself or the system or anything. Those who are in resistance will create the imbalance in their own body with the stress and all that, which will make you get sick. And when you get sick, that's when you're basically about to get reset. Now, just because you get sick doesn't mean you can't overcome it. But understand, in these times as we go forward, it's going to be easier to get sick and harder to get well as the black sun comes closer. So as the reset button comes closer. So you guys make your choice now, and it doesn't matter what your choice is, really. It really does not matter what your choice is. Just know thyself. And, we all go back and forth sometimes, because I'll be like, wait, what about my business? What about my YouTube channel? What about, approaching girls, running game? What about, if you can't let it all go, guys, chances are you will go with the system. And whether or not regardless, you're going to be in the new system. Regardless, you're going to be in a New World Order. Whether you have to die before you get reincarnated into it is another story. But you will be in the New World Order. If you can't let go. If you can let go, you're probably going to be, there's going to be a little struggle. There's going to be a little struggle to be independent, to live on your own. Because we all eventually want to make that journey back to that center hole so that we can blast off into infinity. Now, that's what they supposedly did with pyramids and stuff. They tried to ascend with pyramid, like with the capstone of the pyramid. They try to ascend in different ways to try to beat nature and stuff like that. And there's two different ascension paths. There's the ascension path of artificial intelligence, and the ascension path of moving your way back to source energy, and kind of just choose which one you want to go along. And it's totally fine because we all go through each path at some point in our soul's existence, if you will. So some of the people, like Christians and stuff like that, they think it's the end coming. Well, it will be their end. Some of them will get raptured or taken away by extraterrestrials, positive extraterrestrials, or they'll be actually reset, and they'll die to either the system because they refuse the mark of the beast, or they basically die to the sickness because they've been using the technology, eating the meats, eating what was given to them, and not meditating, not really thinking positively, watching the news too much. They'll probably die in the physical. So, with all that being said, just kind of like see where you're at and make the choice. But regardless, death is nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, a little pain, but then, dude, your body can only feel pain to a certain point, and then you don't feel anything anymore, and then it's over. It's all good, right? It's not bad. It's not even a bad experience. We all die eventually. We all ascend eventually too. So there's nothing to worry about in any of this. It's a game being played. Now, in this game, if you want to survive to the other side, you number one have to get healthy. And if you want to go, even if you want to go the New World Order way, you need to get healthy. Number one. So if you want to keep playing your video games and you want to keep, living in the Matrix, you need to be one of the positives living in the Matrix. So you see the entrepreneurs that are, hey, work, like David Goggins, like, hey, let's go hard, let's keep going, hey, keep going, you gotta stay positive in these times. You see people like, hey, keep working on your business, keep your meditation, keep your structures, keep your daily rituals together. Make sure you're meditating, doing all these things, eating healthy in these times, because when it all goes away, when it's all said and done, when they come out with the vaccine, it's all gonna be good. Yeah, you got to be that guy. You got to be those guys, those leaders. If you want to make it into the New World Order, you must become one of those leaders, and very healthy minded and mindset to survive the coming plagues, catastrophes, all that good stuff, right? 7 years of tribulation, or whatever it talks about in the Bible. It's going to be a little difficult time for a lot of people. And it's not all going to happen exactly how it's all been said. Things change here and there. It's just going to follow the same pattern. So, if you're just eating unhealthy, playing your video games, watching your shows, you're going to be one of the ones that has to be reset, which is fine. Totally fine. Nothing to worry about there. However, if you do want to make it into the New World Order as the person you are now, you got to stay healthy. And trust me, the New World Order will be dope. Trust me. There's going to be virtual technology, flying cars, all that good stuff. It'll be dope. So if you want to go there, go there. It's totally fine, right? But if you want to ascend, ascending means you just want to keep going for your personal freedom, right? Your independence, your evolution of consciousness, right? And not your fun. Like if you still want to experience your little fun or whatever, you're just like your little party mode, whatever. The New World Order is for you. If it'd still be fun on the mission outside of the order. If you want to just raise your being, who you are and who you're becoming, and go back towards the home and the source, if that appeals to you, you guys, then what I recommend that you do is you get off the meats a little bit. You get highly on a cruciferous vegetable diet. Get these vitamins in your system. Semen retention. Do a lot of these things that raise your vibration. And stay active. Stay on your mission. Stay on your purpose. Stay doing what I'm doing right now, if that's what you're supposed to be doing, right? Stay building those communities. Stay thinking in the Aquarius mindset, right? Stay shifting, stay learning, stay resonating with new things, higher things, and come off the technology a little bit. Come off the the watching of your shows. come off the idea of getting super rich within the system or whatever. Come off those ideas a little bit, because chances are you're going to be living in nature for a little bit. Um, yeah, of some sort, off the grid type scenario. Now, listen, guys, so I resonate with the system a lot. I resonate with the technology. I resonate with, just a lot of it. I resonate with a lot of it, right? But I also resonate with nature a lot. I spend so much time in nature. I'm a little bit on the fence here. Now, I plan to survive regardless, and this is the plan that I have. So this is where I'm at, guys. Going off the grid, I know I need to for a little bit to become more independent, so I know I can survive. Then, if there's a possibility to go back within the system, and I can have a purpose there without getting vaccinated, even if there's a risk that I might get caught and vaccinated or whatever, I might take that risk. If I feel as if there's still a purpose within that system, then I will go back there. So maybe I might live in between worlds. Who knows, right? If I can go all the way up to the Garden of Eden, north, and kind of ascend in that way, where you're like literally in a garden, like a heaven on earth, kind of like organic place. If I can go that route, would I go that route? Yeah, 100% I would go that route, because there's clean water. I love water, clean water, guys. There's some clean water over there, the water of life, the elixir of life over there, all these things, right? So yes, I would go there. And if I could go there and then come back, bringing some water and stuff, maybe I would do that as well. But I don't need to know, regardless of where I'm going to go, if I'm going to go all the way up to the Garden of Eden and ascend that way, or if I'm going to be still here. All I know is I want to survive. I don't want to be reset without my memories into a system where I have to learn again and wondering what the frick happened before. Not yet. I don't want to be reset yet. So that's where I know I am now. I don't want to be reset yet. So this is where my plan about what I'm doing right now, and I just looked at the clock and it was 32:32 on the video, which is crazy, and it's 9 o'clock right here in 47 seconds. Crazy. Synchronization has happened quicker than ever for me. Also, right when I looked at that, it was at 44 seconds, and on this wrong clock over here, it was 9:44. Gnarly. Anyways, I know that I want to survive, so my game plan is to wean off the meat a little bit. I'm gonna chill on meat, even the grass-fed stuff as much as I can, and I'm gonna get heavily on a vegan diet just over these next few months, because I want to experience the upgrade. If the upgrade does not come and it turns out that this was all a lie or whatever, and I don't feel like I'm getting sick, then I might get back on it. But there's nothing to lose in these times going towards a very, very healthy diet. There's nothing to lose in these times, because everybody's getting sick, right? Like everybody has the virus or whatever, right? So in these times, you have nothing to lose going a little vegan, right? You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose eating cruciferous vegetables, boosting your immune system, semen retaining. Now, also, I want to see what happens if I go vegan and I do semen retention, because I've had 2 wet dreams. I'm day 68 semen retention right now, but I had a wet dream last night, and I had 2 wet dreams in this streak, and I wonder if that would stop if I wasn't eating meat, because when I eat meat, I get really horny, and that might be the trigger for the wet dream. Now, as you can tell, I'm still pretty boosted up right now. I'm not seeming like I'm day 1. Semen. That's funny. I said semen like I'm day 1. And that's another synchronicity right there. But that is because I was day 68, and because I'm pretty healthy at the moment. But yeah, and also, guys, with semen retention, losing a little bit of semen here and there is also not a horrible thing. So your body knows when it's right, when the time is right. And I just want to try everything, right? So I want to go vegan for a little bit, see if I can even go vegan for a little bit. Right now, you got to do the best with what you can. But I'm gonna drink tons of shilajit, eat tons of watercress, spirulina, all that good stuff. Even if I'm eating meat, my main diet is gonna consist of not as much meat going forward, just for a little bit, just in these times, because things are about to get crazy. Yeah, you just know that. So the guy Martin Kenny, he's already living in Portugal right now. He's off the grid. He's been eating his own food, and he's got a little tribe over there. And I'm about to join his Patreon and see if I can go out there maybe too for a little bit. And I do have plans of maybe getting off the grid, possibly. But if I have to stay here during the chaos, I'm fine with that too, guys. I've had so many dreams, and exciting dreams where I'm in an apocalyptic scenario, if you will, where like there's like purge stuff going on, crazy people running around like crazy. That excites me a little bit, right? And they might even introduce a little bit of a zombie scenario. That's what I've heard a little bit. They might introduce some sort of like yeah, just some sort of zombie scenario. And if that happens, that sounds exciting to me a little bit. Now, like, I don't know, I just love the idea of just like escaping. I love that idea. So I would have fun in it, and if I died in it, that would be a fun way to go. So I wouldn't really mind that. Getting off the grid 100%, I know I need to do that because I want to be independent. I want to be able to eat my own food, grow my own food in this lifetime. So that is definitely on the agenda too. But if I have to escape, if I have to wait until the chaos happens, then escape the chaos and then get into nature and then go that route, that might be another fun route to go as well. However, at some point, guys, the internet's going to go down. We're not going to have any real ways of communicating, and you got to have your plan together by then of whatever your plan is by then. And then they'll turn on the internet again, and everything will be fine. But it will be after a lot of chaos and a lot of depopulation, if you will. And I could be wrong about all this, guys. But and you know, I actually kind of let this go a while ago because I knew this truth in 2012 that all this was going to happen. And I also knew that before that because I was raised religious. And the prophecies are all linked up in there. They're just coded metaphorically. But yeah, anyways, regardless, I'm gonna have fun with anything in these times, especially because who wants to just live a boring life where you just 9 to 5 job like our parents the whole time, like, and just that's the wackest life ever, guys. At least we get to see some cool stuff go down. Regardless, a lot of us are gonna die, and that's totally fine. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's totally fine. We all die, but why wouldn't you want to die in a fun, exciting, crazy type of chaotic or just cool way, like with a purpose, right? Or I don't know. So regardless of whatever happens, I'll be chilling on either side, and I'm excited. I'm very excited for whatever's gonna come, and I'm going to do my best to stay as healthy as I can, possibly as I can. And I'm also gonna try to contact Martin Kenny, see if I can't move out there to Portugal, live in the woods for a little bit, possibly, and then maybe come back. Who knows? Not in the woods. He doesn't live in the woods, but he definitely lives off the grid. And my girl, she also kind of wants to go off the grid too. And yeah, she resonates with living and camping in nature more than me, to be honest. I resonate a lot with the system, guys. A lot. I do. I really do. I resonate with. I like technology. I like the computers. I like. You know, I never really paid attention to TV that much or like celebrity gossip and all that stuff. But I think that all that stuff's kind of cool. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm over it. I don't resonate with it to the fact that I pay attention to it, but I don't mind it. I've always liked the idea of being able to get famous for a purpose and for a cause, and I think that's what has led me to technology a little bit. But then again, I've also been saying a lot lately that I'm just here now to build a community, and that could literally be to get off the grid, right? I might leave with some people to get off the grid, right? And everything's going to be happening now. So I'm going to be reaching out to people and getting my information straight from the source of people that are on this side and on this side, and I'm going to come to my own conclusions, guys, and I will let everybody know. But as of right now, I'm going to be putting more content in my courses and on my Patreons or anything that has to do with getting me off of YouTube as much as possible, because YouTube and using their systems, freedom of speech is going. It's going to be gone soon. So, and I want to get the people that are on the same page as me, that actually want to take action in the direction that I'm going, on the same wavelength or same path, to build a community, and then we'll go from there. I'm really excited of whatever's gonna happen. Any anxiety that comes up, guys, just feel it, neutralize it, accept it, love it, grateful for it. And I realized last night that because anything exists, we are already all winning. Think about it for a second. What came before God? What came before the Big Bang? The fact that there is anything in itself is the biggest blessing the universe could have ever given. And the negative and the positive, both together combined, make it worthwhile and purposeful. And just the fact that anything is, guys, is the win. We are already all winning no matter what happens going forward. We're all winning. We already made it. We already made it by being here. And there's no wrong or right. There's no you're getting left behind. There's nothing like that that's going to happen. None of that. It's all an illusion. It's all a game. We all ascend eventually. We all find our way back home eventually. And yeah, it's a fun game, guys. So let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys watched to the end, give me your thoughts, your comments. Like the video. Subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you get hit by, videos that I'm going to be putting out. Powerful ones like this, especially in these times. Not much time left for freedom of speech here on the internet. This video might get, a little bit lower of ranking from some of the things I talked about, but that's fine. The people that are supposed to see it will see it. And on that note, guys, I'm out. Peace.